This is Britt Caswell with another example video. In today's video, I'm covering example 3 from section 6-3 in the SavvasRealize Algebra 1 textbook. In this video, I am covering exponential decay. Alright, so decay, as you probably know from science, means to break down. In this situation, an exponential decay is when the graph of the exponential goes down like this. It's a decreasing graph. Alrighty, so we'll just get right into it. So it says that a video is labeled as a fan favorite if it receives at least 1,000 views per day. Amelia posts a video that gets 8,192 views. Okay, that's my initial amount. I'm just going to go ahead and note that. And so it says the number of views decreases by 25% each day. Now, that 25%, that's some kind of rate, right? And since it's decreasing, y'all need to make sure it's a negative rate, okay? And then it says, in how many days total will the video stop being a fan favorite? So if you notice, in this problem, they're not talking at all about compounding. So make sure that you're using the formula that doesn't have compounding in it, okay? So if I go through and I plug these two values into my formula, my A, or my initial amount, is 8192. And then I have 1 plus R. Since my R is negative, I'm just going to call it 1 minus R. And that's okay. And then X, of course, is the amount of time. And we don't know how much time that is. And so if I go to kind of clean that up a little bit, inside the parentheses, 1 minus 0.25 is 0.75. And this is where in Algebra 1 we stop. Okay? You guys cannot solve this without logarithms. So a logarithm is used to get a variable out of an exponent. So because I don't know what it is, we're okay, we can't do that. So instead, here's what we do. So we plop this onto a graph. So here we are. And what we're doing is we're trying to evaluate, right, when the views per day is 1,000. So when this part here, the f of x, is replaced with 1,000. So what I can do is I can go to where 1,000 is on my y-axis, and I can approximate where it is on the graph. So you could see that it's at 1,000 just about on day 6. Alright? So I'm actually going to type that out, because it is a word problem. So the number of views per day is less than 1,000 after day 6. Okay, so again, we used the equation so that we could get the graph, and then we used the graph to evaluate when it would reach 1,000. Alright, and there's our solution for it. Alright, so they have this situation again, but now what if the number of views is decreasing by 20% per day instead of 25%? Okay, so my A is still the 8,192, but now my rate is negative 0.2. So if I go to create my equation, right, I put my 8192 outside the parentheses, 1 minus 0.2 inside the parentheses, raised to the x. So now I'm just kind of cleaning this up a little bit. And so now I'm actually going to show you what it looks like to go into Desmos and to analyze this graph, okay? So I'm going to delete all this stuff from a previous example. I'm just typing it in as I see it. So f of x equals 8192 times 0.8. Now I can put the variable, or I'm sorry, the exponent in these parentheses. It doesn't really matter. But there we are. So there's our graph. I'm just zooming way, way out. Because what I'm looking for is where that 1,000 is on the y-axis, right? So to help me along, I'm going to put in the equation y equals 1,000. And where those two lines intersect tells me the amount of days. So it would take about 9.4 days for this graph, or for this video, to be less than a fan favorite. Okay? I'm just going to take a screenshot of that to put on here. Move my moving GIF. He's so funny. And let's type in that answer. So again, it would take about 9.4 days for the video to stop being a fan favorite. And we got that by finding that intersection between y equals 1,000 and our function. So there we are. That is an exponential decay model. Until next time.